Hello guys, this is Trig Powder. I'm bringing you another version of my deck tech video series that will be coming out weekly from now on. I made two before, but due to some issues they weren't posted, but from now on they will be coming out every week. Yeah, so at the beginning of these series we'll be looking at decks, and this week we'll be doing Priest. So more specifically we'll be doing the a little bit strange Savit's Priest, some people call it. It's originally from some Chinese player. I'm not completely sure who made it first, but it's very different from most priest lists. It's a lot of fun to play, and that's why I wanted to show you guys this this deck. So first of all, we'll take a look at the deck and see the different cards and kind of talk about why they're in the deck. We have the Power Word Shield, Northshire Cleric. I mean, they're standard in every priest deck. They're too good not to play. Power Word Shield gives you 2 HP, allows your minions to trade better, and it gives you a card, so why not have it in the deck? And Northshire Cleric is your best way of card draw, and it's your only way except Power Word Shield to get card draw. And it's very good against aggro as well, so no point in cutting Northshire Cleric. It's one of the best 1-drops in the game. Along with Zombie Chow, which is the next card. This deck is very good against aggro, and it's built to beat aggro. So that makes Zombie Chow a very good card to have in the deck. Gelbin Stalker. A card I'm not completely sure about. It is kind of there because of the Velen's Chosen. It's a card that your opponent can't remove because it has stealth. And with the turn 2, turn 3 Velen's Chosen, I mean, Velen's Chosen makes your minion +2/+4, and then a 2/3 stealth might be very good to have on the board, so you can actually play it. We have the Shrinkmeister, just a card to allow first of all, for you to trade better if you use it on your opponent. It combos very well with Shadow Madness. For example, you can Shadow Madness a 5 attack minion instead of just a 3 attack minion. You can also use it with Cabal Shadow Priest to steal something like a Yeti or something with 4 attack, which is very useful a lot of the time. We have the Shadower Death, very common card. We're running 2 of it. I mean, there's a lot of 5 attack minions out there, and it's just a great way of dealing. It's a 3 mana removal card, and it's very good. Not much more to say about it. Thought Steal, one of the best cards in the game. I mean, who doesn't want to get Alexstrasza or Ragnaros against a warrior? So I mean, there's not much to say about Thought Steal. It's in every priest deck almost, and it's a great card. It's a lot of fun to play as well. Then we have the Velen's Chosen. I talked a little bit about it. It's something I'm not used to playing with very much, but it's a very good card in a lot of sense, because for 3 mana you get 6 plus stats, which is something that you can't get with a lot of cards. You also get the +1 spell power, which works well with the Holy Nova. It's just a good card overall, and it's in this deck it's a lot of fun. We have the Dark Cultist. I mean, the death rattle of Dark Cultist is very strong. It's just a very good 3 health minion. 3/4 is always going to be good for 3 mana, so it's very solid. We have the Death Lord for the anti-aggro. Not much more to say. The card in general, 2/8, it's kind of annoying for a lot of classes, not just aggro. The death rattle is not the best, but I mean, most of the time they don't get that good of a minion, so it works out in the long run. Shadow Madness, I mean, Shadow Madness is a great card. like there's so many good things you can do with it. It's great against aggro, great against Sludge Belcher, for example. I mean, there's not much to say. Good with Shrinkmeister. You could even you can even do it with something like Ancient of Lore or something like that. Then we have the Pilot Shredder. Not a card you see a lot of in Priest in general, but a lot of people say it's the best card in the game. It's definitely the best 4-drop right now. Just very strong overall. Double Holy Nova, you don't see that often. It's just basically to deal with the aggro, and even with the Valence Chosen it makes it a lot stronger. Then you have Antique Healbot and Sludge Belcher. Antique Healbot, it's kind of a card with, does Priest really need more healing? Like, if you're playing just, like, this deck doesn't do that well against, it doesn't do well against decks that, slower decks, and I mean, Antique Healbot, it's a great anti-aggro card. You can probably run 2 Sludge Belchers if you feel like that instead, and it won't change the deck that much. Because Sludge Belcher, I mean, we all know Sludge Belcher is probably one of the best 5-drops right now. It's definitely one of the best taunts, neutral taunts, so I mean, it's in every deck, so that's how you know it's a great card. Light Bomb, one of the most fun cards I think in the game. It's a very strange interaction with the board because it kills your minions as well. There's a lot of things you can do. Priest has many minions that have more health than attack, which makes Light Bomb a very good Priest card, while other classes have more cards that have more attack than health. So it actually makes it so that your minions are more likely to stay alive. I mean, if you look at the deck, the only cards we have that have more attack than health is Shrinkmeister, and we don't really care about a Shrinkmeister, and Paladin Shredder, and Paladin Shredder even spawns a minion after. I mean, we have Sylvanas too, but Sylvanas steals something if you do it, so that's not too bad. We have the Cabal Shadow Priest, just a great card overall. Stealing a 2 attack minion, it's basically changes the whole game. Sylvanas and Mind Control, not much to say about those cards. You have the Sylvanas plus Shadow or Death for the steal. You have the Mind Control against some late game decks that you can actually beat, like Warrior for example. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit more about the cards in the deck. So we're gonna play a few games just so you guys can see how I like to play the deck and why I kind of chose it for this deck tech. So let's queue up the Priest. The deck name is kind of, I'm not a big Priest player normally, but I like this deck. It's actually a lot of fun to play. And especially if you're facing a lot of hunters, a lot of mech mages, stuff like that, stuff like aggro on the ladder, you can always bring this out and take them down. So let's see, what do we get? Worthy Opponent. It's actually a very good time to play Priests on the ladder. It's a new season right now. A lot of people are going to be playing aggro. So let's see. We have the Zombie Chow. I mean, we're never throwing away the Zombie Chow. It's probably the second best 1-drop we have against Paladin, but I mean, we can't throw it away. We can't throw away Powered Shield either. It's very, very good. Holy Nova, I think I'm gonna keep it just against Paladin, just to have something to deal with this stuff. We have the early stuff, so we don't really need to worry. So there's the Zombie Chow. Deathlord's pretty good follow-up to this. Paladins don't have a great way of dealing with it, so that's not too bad. Power Word shielding when we have the time. Just draws us a card. I mean, Priest Hero Power is, I mean, it's not like Paladin where you actually want to get the dude out. You can't do much when there's nothing to heal, so. Just getting the card out there, or getting a new card instead of the Power Word Shield. So let's see. He just throws out a dude, so we're probably playing this if we don't draw a cleric. Nope. Deathlord it is. And I mean, I didn't talk about the death rattle on this guy. Your opponent puts a minion from their deck onto the battlefield. I mean, it can snowball pretty hard if they get something like against Paladin. If they get Tyrion, for example, it becomes quite bad. But in most situations, it doesn't really matter that much. Like for example, against Hunter. So Gelbin Stalker is good. We attack with this and kill. I think we heal this guy. We don't 5 attack, 3 attack, 5 health, 3 health. We would rather have the 3 than the 7. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, normally what this deck is good against is like hunters and other aggro decks. So we don't really care about what happens. Ooh. When you play against Druid or something like that and they get a big guy. So let's see. We can draw a lot of cards. I think I'd rather play the Sludge though. Do I trade everything? No. I think I'd just do this. Next turn we have the Northshire Holy Nova. That's kind of what I was thinking. We could have drawn one card, but from the Holy Nova we can draw more. Equality? That's really bad for us actually. Because now the Holy Nova won't actually heal. That's not too bad. So we can draw one card. That's not the end of the world. So that's actually a really bad draw now. So we can attack in here. Oh, that's also a very bad draw. So I think we attack with the guy. There's no point in keeping him alive. He's gonna get 5 health anyway, so might as well just give it to him. Ooh, do. Knife Juggler, Coin, Sludge Belcher. Oh, that's so lucky. That is so lucky. Thought Steal, nothing else to do. They're pretty good Thought Steals, to be honest. We could Consecrate now. We don't need to Consecrate now, but we have nothing else to do. And we don't attack here, there's no point. Actually would have been very good if it attacked one of our other guys. Especially our Northshire Cleric would have been great for us. But we got a pretty good Thought Steal. We're pretty happy with that. The only problem is our hand is very bad. What do we want? We could heal him and play Sylvanas next turn. Just to draw a card. We'll see what he does. 7 mana. Dr. Boom would be bad. We do have the Shadow of Death, so I think that's the play here. I think we just want to draw the card, so we attack. Ooh, maybe not actually. I think we just Light Bomb now. Kills everything. What does he get? That's pretty good for us. And we can heal our guy. That was a good draw actually. I'm pretty sure that was the best play. So that's kind of what you see there. Like we have a 1/3 guy. Our guy doesn't get affected by Light Bomb. But their whole board, like sure, Sludge Belcher is one of those cards which actually doesn't affect it that much. but it didn't matter in this scenario. Because it had attacked once and stuff like that is very common. Like it is, like there's not a lot of scenarios where every card on their board is gonna be perfectly healthy. So I kind of like this. So that's kind of why. That's kind of the whole thing of this deck. Like the light bomb with the Death Lords. It's very different, it's very fun, it's refreshing to play something new. Let's see what he does. Oh, he has it. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. If he gets Tyrion now, that would be good. Big Game Hunter. Not what we were hoping for. I mean, we're definitely doing this guy. Do we throw this guy out there? Might as well just kill one of them. 2-3, not the best. I guess we could have done it. That was kind of bad. That was a little bit stupid of me. That was a misplay. We should have done it on the guy so it didn't actually kill my guy. But oh well. We live and we learn. Let's see if he goes greedy. Oh, he top decked the silence. Wow. The luck of the draw. I mean, that's kind of where we got a little bit punished by using the light bomb there. So now we're kind of living off the top here. There's a lot of good cards we can top deck though. There's a lot of good cards. Dark Cultist is not one of them. Dark Cultist was probably one of the worst things we could draw. If we look at the deck, obviously we have the 1-drops, they're pretty bad. But other than that, I think Valen's Chosen was bad. Oh, he has the second one. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to draw something really good. Ah, that's actually pretty good for us. He traded off his guy. So now we can Shadow or Death this guy. Hopefully we can draw something this time that actually helps us. Holy Nova doesn't do much. We really need him to... Is this the guy on my friends list? No. I think I've played him before though. We do have like Cabal, we have so many things we can draw. He's just not playing into our mind control either. Holy Nova's bad. Cabal would be the best, I think. I mean, in this scenario, we're living off the top, we have 12 cards left, we're just not getting the cards we want. We have some good ones, we have some bad ones, but in the end, I think maybe the light bomb there was what kind of killed us, but I think there's not much we could do there. So we play another one. Hopefully we get something a little bit more aggro so we can see what the deck actually shines against. Something like Hunter. So we're playing against Druid. We have the Paladin Shredder. It's not that good. So how we beat Druid? How do we beat Druid? What do we want? Thought Steal is good against Druid. I guess we just outlast them. That's the way we do it. So I guess we can keep the Polished Shredder just to have something to play on turn 4. Cabal. Not the best hand here. Zombie Chow. Maybe it's Ramp Druid. We could definitely outlast the Ramp Druid. We heal him and we press Threaten. That's how you do it when you play Priest. So now a 3-drop would be very good. And that's kind of like the Gelbin Stalker. Imagine the Gelbin Stalker here when you have the Valence Chosen. Maybe, I think I kind of have to mulligan a little bit more aggressively. But that's a great top deck right there. Perfect for the board. If he wants to deal with this, I mean, he could Wrath, but coin swipe. I guess Wrath, coin hero power works too. Playing a minion here wouldn't Wrath, coin swipe, or Wrath, coin hero power. Oh, he did it for 1. Double Wrath? Nope. So he's just gonna run into it. Okay. I guess that works too. It does make his not have a board, which is probably better for me. We get the Thought Steal, that's good. I mean, we don't need to use it now. We have the 4-drop to play. It's a bigger threat than playing the Thought Steal. We can always Thought Steal whenever we want. Wrath, just don't give me a 1 attack minion. 2/3 is fine. Ooh, he top decked the Wild Growth. That's a pretty good turn for him. Again, we just play on curve here. Sludge Belcher is better than playing Thought Steal, better than playing Valence Chosen onto just attacking his face. Now we can play Valence Chosen though. We have a pretty good turn here. So we do it on that 1 attack. Yep, I like that play. So we Thought Steal, Big Game Hunter, and TQ Bot. That's a pretty shitty Thought Steal. I was kind of hoping to do the Valence Chosen on the River Croc because now the silence becomes even better on my Sludge Belcher. Ugh. I think we're just gonna spam the board. That's our way of dealing with this. He plays Sylvanas. I mean, that's a pretty common play. So do we play the zombie or do we play the Piloted Shredder? I think we just play the Zombie Chow. Oh, do we do this? Do we do it? We have 50-50. No, we let him attack in. We let him attack in here. Because even if he attacks in and he steals this, it's still a 5-3. So hopefully we're planning on these two. That's the second worst. I mean, now we can't heal before we kill it, which is a pretty big problem actually. Oh, we can actually do this. Didn't think about that. That's great. Because now we can heal this. That worked out well. It worked out better than expected. So when you're playing against Druid, always want to keep your minions at 2 HP if you can. So there we go. I'm just gonna answer this guy. Yeah. Sorry about that. You always want to keep your minions at 2 HP just to play around swipe. So here we have the choice between attacking with the River Croc and keeping this at 3 HP, but then if he swipes something like this guy dies. Now nothing dies. That's kind of a weird play, in my opinion. I guess he wants to kill off some things. Do you want to attack with this? Okay, he attacks with it too. I kinda like that. We're definitely using this guy now. I guess we don't need to. There are better things to use it on. We could kill this powered shield here. That's fine. We can save it. So we kind of want to heal this. We can play in these two. That's fine. So again, just keeping your minions high health. That's the way to do it against with priest. You have the heal, so you kind of need to use it as much as possible. So here, obviously, we wanted to hit face. We do have the big game hunter. We have the shadow or death. Face. Yeah, there we go. Using the big game hunter when you can. Oh, he just concedes. Alright. So we won against the druid, lost against the paladin. I would think it should be the other way around, but so we're gonna do one more game here for you guys. Please give me a hunter. Not often you say that, to be honest. Another druid. Turn 3, 1. So here we go. Powered shield isn't that good against druid, but it's still very good to keep. We have the thought steal, which is great against druid, so we're gonna keep it. And then we have the dark cultist. Again, it's a good turn 3 play, so we're gonna keep it. We want, of course, we have 2 draws to get a 1-drop. In my head, I can't work out the percentages, but it's decent. Then you have the 2-drop. Like, we have 5 drops in the deck, so if we throw back a 3-drop, it's not gonna be we're not gonna get a 1-drop or 2-drop that often. So here we go. We throw out the dark cultist. We have 2 different or 3 different plays we could do next turn depending on what happens. So coining it out was definitely the right play. He top decked something again. I think we play Thought Steal here. We don't want to be playing Velen's Chosen on something and have the chance of it being silenced. So we just Thought Steal here when we have the mana. Ooh, that's a lot better Thought Steal than last time. So let's see, Lothar would be bad here for us. Innervate. Ancient of Lore. It's not bad. We can Velen's Chosen here. It's pretty good. The question is if we play the powered shield though. I mean, this is happening no matter what. I think we play the zombie chow instead. 5/8. No, we played this. We should have played it first, but I was kind of contemplating and I saw it was at 3 HP, and against druid 5 HP is 1,000,000 times better. So we attack. It's at 2 HP. Sludge Belcher, just to protect it, if we can. He could have Wrath. I mean, it's 2 mana he has to use for a Wrath, so Keeper probably would have played it last turn, I would assume. Swipe. That doesn't do much. Oh, Wrath for 1. I guess that works. It does give me a 1/4 though. So that's his second Innervate. It's a pretty good turn for him. What do we do here? We can play Lothab and we can play Zombie Chow. Don't really like that as much as playing Sylvanas though. We have something to protect the Sylvanas, which is amazing. Next turn we can play the Lothab if we want to protect the Sylvanas even more. So we have, I think Holy Nova is the play here. Yeah, Holy Nova is definitely the play here. Do we play anything before? No. We don't. We could play this before, just to prevent. No, we don't. We don't really care about the bombs. That's were okay bombs, I guess. So we attack in here, get the 3-1. We could heal if we wanted. Do we heal or do we play Zombie Chow? I think we healed this, just so Swipe doesn't kill it. I think that's the play. Scenarios. Scenarios. Ooh, Cabal here is pretty good. We could Shrinkmeister. No, I think we just do this and then we heal it instead. I think we need to. We have the Shadow Madness, so we just save the Shrinkmeister for him. We could Shadow Madness this even. Ooh, the Cabal would be so good here. So this is a scenario. This is kind of a weird scenario actually, because we don't have any perfect way. I guess we could Shadow Madness this. It does give him 5 HP though. Do we care about that? Not really. This is kind of weird. We could just Shrinkmeister this. We could attack, Shrinkmeister, kill, attack, heal. So we can kill everything pretty easily. That's 6 mana, 7, 9. It works out okay. That does kill everything, so that should be the best play, I think. So that means we attack here. We Shrinkmeister, Shadow Madness, attack in there. Oh, we need to kill it with this. It's a little bit unfortunate. I miscounted. It's still fine though. A little bit worse because we had to keep the 4-5 instead of the 5-5 that keeps growing, but it still puts us in a pretty good spot here. It was kind of a weird place. If that was a 6 attack menu, it would have been a lot easier. That's kind of weird. He has no play. So we can... I think we Thought Steal. Double Loatheb. We don't need to worry about drawing cards. He concedes. Alright guys, so you kind of see what the deck is all about. We had the Valence chosen in the beginning. You kind of set up this whole game. We have the Dark Bomb against when your opponent floods the board, just Mech Mage and stuff like that. So there's a lot of good things in this deck. We have the Paladin Shredders at turn 4. The Cabal, the sturdy Cabal Shadow Priest. We do have a Mind Control. Just try it out. It's a lot of fun. You'll like the deck, especially if you're running into a lot of aggro on the ladder. You'll like it. You'll like it. So again, this was Trig Esports. Oh, it's over here. Trig Esports Powder, bringing you a priest deck that you might have seen before, might not have seen before. It's gonna be a weekly thing, bringing you some new decks, some old decks, some fun decks, some slow decks, some aggro decks. We'll see, we'll see. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.